Okay. Hey, Audrey. So last week we talked about the California Dream for All program and how amazing that program has been for first-time home buyers. But after recording, I think it was 24 hours later, you called me and said, it's pretty much over. The funds have been used. So, I still have a ton of people reaching out and are really interested in the program. So what other first-time homebuyer programs are there that are kind of similar to that or that might work for people in this area?
Yeah, and it's so funny. It's kind of like a fireworks show, right? Like it's amazing, it's beautiful. Oh, it's over. Yep, it's over. Party's over
Yeah.
for one program. And I think a lot of people have asked the question, how the heck did that get used up so quickly?
Yeah.
Because it literally got released, and within 2 weeks, all the funding allocation was used up. So to kind of answer that question, you guys, you really had to be everybody that took advantage of it was pretty much already in contract. And so once that program was released, they switch programs or locked in and utilized that. So most people had already applied for other first time homebuyer programs a year ago and had done the counseling, had done all the things that the first time homebuyer programs require. So the timing was just right. And that's kind of what has to happen with a lot of these first time homebuyer programs. So don't worry. There are definitely other things available for you guys. And I just want to premise and push to the point that you don't want to wait for these programs to come available. You really do need to reach out to Melanie. She'll connect us. We'll get you pre approved. So that way we have all your information and you're actually prepared. So the next time another program comes along that fits your needs, boom, you can take advantage of it. And we'll always pre-preview with a backup option too, because how sad for some of those people that are in contract thought they were going to get that program and then now they have no backup plan. We're getting those calls too, and we are finding solutions. So believe it or not, there are programs out there that do 100% financing in California. One of them is Cal HFA. And that program, it's pretty amazing because it'll actually cover all the down payment and it can go up to 103% financing. So it'll cover all the closing costs and everything as
Wow.
well. Yeah. So that's available. You have your other standard programs from a city, county, and federal level, and those are always coming and going. So you do have an equity builder program with the Santa Clara Housing Association as well. And so that's actually a completely forgivable 10% second that they'll give
Oh,
you.
wow.
So that's available as well. So there's actually multiple different programs. Those are the top two that I would say. There's one more coming out where they are talking about a full 30% that's potentially available as
Okay.
well. And those guidelines are shifting a little bit also, but that's probably the top three that I would say are available right now for us to review and pre-approve you guys. Yeah, amazing programs, always coming and going. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So do you know what those restrictions look like for that new 30% down program?
Yeah, so they're amending them, and again, it works the same where they're going to have a certain amount allocated, and once
Okay.
it's used up, it's gone.
Okay.
So what we'll do is I can give you the website. We'll post it down below for everybody, but it's going to be your standard credit qualifying. So have to have a typically 680 credit score. It's going to be income driven. There might even be an area restriction on that one.
Okay.
So definitely maybe do a part two and expand on the details of that one.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that one does have pretty limited funding as well. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awesome. Well, that's amazing. They're coming out with things to help replace the other programs. So how often do those come out, would you
I
say?
wish that they had a regular schedule, but it's really based on funding. So, just for example, the California Dream Program, they've been talking about that for years. They actually said it would come out in 2022. It never did. And then finally came out and lasted 2 weeks.
Oh,
So, some
yeah.
of these are yeah, some of these are years in the making, and some of them, with the housing authority specifically, is they'll gain a certain amount of funds available and decide what to do with it. They'll actually decide how many applications they'll take per program, and part of it is because most of these programs are really designed to develop certain areas that really need it. So let's say they'll take a certain area that has way too many investment properties and not enough owner occupied. So just naturally most people renting a house, they're not going to treat it like how they do their primary residence. So they're
Right.
really trying to refurbish and instigate areas to have more owner occupancy. So they're very area driven. So you
Okay.
can't just go buy a house anywhere that you want to with some of these programs. So it all fits a need, right? They're trying to help different niches and help different people that may have strong salaries. Like the California Dream program had one of the most generous salary cutoffs that I've
Right.
seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but trying to solve that issue with people with high salaries per se, but not necessarily enough of the down payment
Right.
to spur that. So yeah, they're always shifting, and they can shift and change guidelines with no notice as well, which is something that's really tricky.
Yeah.
So if they need to, like, let's say during COVID, for example, even most lenders change their programs like that. And if you're in the middle of a contract, they're not going to say, oops, sorry.
Right.
So yeah, we really want to just make sure that it's a good fit and that everybody knows the terms because they are restricted.
Awesome.
Mhm.
And have a backup plan. Always good to have a backup plan.
Yes, that way you can actually finish and get the house that you wanted.
Right.
Even if it's not your first choice, at least we can still get you in. You
Yeah.
have that plan.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, this is awesome. I'm telling everyone who was interested in the California Dream for All program to call
Yeah,
you and see what other options they have.
absolutely.
Cool.
Happy to help.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Mhm.